What's going on, guys? I hope you are doing well this afternoon. It is 3:19 p.m. where I'm at. Yeah, just wanted to go over some significant developments in the charts. All right, I'm going to start with the S&P 500 as per usual on the daily chart. So we had a candle close that was bullish engulfing, completely nullified yesterday's bearish candle. Thankfully, yesterday's candle closed above the 9 exponential moving average. Same thing with today's candle, thankfully. This line right here is the 21 exponential moving average. 4 days ago, we did get a candle bounce off of it, and since then, we've just been hovering above it. I was a little concerned. We did have one candle close below 4,087.41, but I was kind of looking back within this area. As you can see, we kind of have gaps right here usually, so it makes sense as to where we dump to the downside, then we just gap back up and then kind of reclaim these particular areas. Thankfully, we are still above the 4,087 mark, which is predominantly bullish. As long as we are closing above this line right here, I'm gonna maximize it here. As long as we have candle closes above this line, my confirmed price target break to the upside is 4,800 still. I'm going to be saying that until we reach that damn level. But as you can see, zooming out, we do have, since October, we've kind of had this upward trajectory, and we did get a couple bounces around this area as well. So this line right here, I'm going to change the color really quick so you can see what I'm talking about. This particular line right here is a supply line. This line is where people are most likely going to be buying if it ever gets tagged. Obviously, you know, the opposite could happen and we get a candle close below. At this point, I do see this as like some form of support that is building up. Now, it's not guaranteed that we're ever going to be, you know, tapping it anytime soon. I mean, we're probably like weeks away from that ever happening. Probably even a month. I have no idea how long, but yeah, it's going to be a while. But as you can see, the line is upward sloping and it has been acting as support. So you just got to assume such. I I know there was so much bearishness in the market. A lot of heavy hitters in the industry were saying sell, sell, sell. But you know what? I genuinely think that's just FUD. I truly think these individuals just, they, in their minds, I guess they don't have enough crypto, they don't have enough assets or something in their mind to where like they're trying to just like, you know, flex their clout and force people to sell, even though we're, from my perspective, in a pretty decent position. I mean, honestly, like if you were purchasing this asset right now at this juncture and you just held, I think you'd be in a good standing due to what I'm seeing here from a descending broadening wedge breakout perspective. But anyway, I'm going to market liberator here. Gonna zoom in. We did get a buy signal yesterday. Money flow is still pointing to the downside, but the yellow line, which is the volume weighted average price, actually crossed back above the zero line, which is pretty good. Yeah, all right, so I'm going to move on here. So far, S&P 500 is still looking bullish. Price is averaging above the 921 exponential moving average. All right, so now I'm going to go to dominance real quick. All right, so this is the Bitcoin dominance chart. Basically, if you see this chart move to the upside, that means Bitcoin is outperforming altcoins, which right now it definitely is. All right. Now, I mean, I'm still bullish on certain alts, but as it stands right now, just to what I'm seeing here on the dominance chart, I'm actually going to be looking more so to be dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin. Now, we can get some semblance here as well. So I'm going to zoom out. I'm going to turn off these little indicators, this market liberator with the support resistance real quick. It's kind of bothering me. I have them calibrated for a specific time frame and it's not applicable to what I'm showing you guys. But yeah, anyway. So, I charted this out maybe like 2-3 weeks ago or something. We still had this candle close right here, which confirmed a breakdown. We've had, high, lower high, lower high. Actually, wow. You could argue that this is a graveyard doji, a gravestone doji right here, which indicates a bearish reversal. Yeah, since then, yeah, we've been kind of pumping, I mean, sorry, dumping to the downside. So I did a price measured move. I wouldn't consider buying Ethereum until this target is met or I see divergences nearby it. Um, yeah, further confirming Bitcoin dominance. Um, all eyes should be on Bitcoin at this time. Even Litecoin almost broke out. It's still, in the previous video, I talked about this triangle pattern still kind of playing a role. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to dump to the downside, but yeah, I did suspect that this would actually still maintain its structure. I believe, yeah, I calculated it for the 4-hour time frame, I believe. But yeah, this is kind of like my projection where we're going to be kind of bouncing with this triangle. It's still valid up until this point. So, back to my thesis right now. Should I invest in altcoins? Should I invest in Bitcoin? Right now, it's looking very, very strong to be investing in Bitcoin. Phenomenal. Okay. Yeah, so like I'm a big quant fan. Um and I've been saying for the past couple of days, even last week actually, that I do suspect the 0.382 to eventually get tagged at some point in time, and we might be getting that sooner rather than later. Yeah, we do have a bearish divergence right here. Interestingly enough, we do have money flow coming in to our aid, so to speak. So I wouldn't expect like a huge dump to the downside, but I would suspect like a wick to this area, to this particular zone. Given as to what I'm seeing, Quant did have a crazy rally to the upside. All the way, in June, it had its little bull run where it 6x'd Bitcoin. Since then, it's been breaking down and consolidating sideways and down. Not a bad thing overall. Usually, when you have a significant pump like this, you usually have a consolidation phase, which we are at the tail end of, in my opinion. Why do I say that? Well, we broke out of this little line right here. It took Price forever to confirm that break, but it finally did, and now we've just been going sideways for a while. Now, I do suspect a little bit more downside before we have a rip to the upside, which I'm not completely opposed to. I can get cheaper quant. I'm a big fan of quant. I'll be honest with you, it's one of my favorites for this upcoming bull run, for various reasons. As you can see, look at this chart real quick. Okay, I'm gonna show my bias a little bit today. Look at this freaking chart. This is in the thick of a bear market, and it 6x'd against Bitcoin. Okay, can you imagine what it's gonna do in a bull run? I don't even think we can fathom it just yet. But nonetheless, the exponential moving averages are still acting as resistance versus Bitcoin, and overall, I would suspect us to actually I'm hoping that we do tag the 0.382 to really kind of get a better foundation. It would just structurally make sense for it to backtest this area that was once resistance into support. That would be phenomenal to see in real time. But anyway, all right. So I'm gonna go to Ethereum here. We had a couple of things. This is kind of an outdated chart, actually. Was it? I was using this one. Yeah, here it is. Okay. Yeah, really interesting developments today. I was assuming that this was going to break to the downside. I'll be completely honest. Actually, I closed out my long right here, thinking that this was going to be staunch resistance. But no, price was just ripped to the upside and actually is attempting to regain this area as a support zone. So I have to say, interestingly enough, with Ethereum, that it has successfully broken these out, because usually these rising wedges, the percentages of them breaking to the downside are way higher than breaking to the upside, but that does happen. It's not out of the question. So this is great. I was you know in the camp that, oh, okay, well, we're gonna probably dump and create like a double bottom at the 0.618, and then we could then rip to the upside. But no, that divergence right here showed its teeth. We also had another divergence right here, and since then the money flow has just been thick to the upside. And this is on the 2-hour charts. The 1 hour looks even better. Let me go to the 4 hour here. Yeah, the 4 hour has even ripped to the upside. Wow, this is going to be a good move, I think. Yeah, and a divergence here. The 4 hour divergence right here. Perfect. Wow. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, well, yeah, usually these things they go pretty hard. So last time we saw something of similar ilk was like right around here. And we ended up ripping. We'll see. As long as we have a 4 hour candle close, let me mark it down for you. Let me see. Somewhere around here for sure. I don't know if it's this candle or this candle. Yeah, we had a double top right here. Yeah, so I'm gonna make it thick right here, give it yellow. So if we can have a candle close above 1681 on the 4 hour chart, we would confirm a break to the upside. That would indicate a higher high from the previous local highs. And yeah, that's all she wrote. This would then be considered support moving forward. And then, next area target would be the 1618. The 1618 is right here. And that would be at 2,117 and change. It's a nice little rip to the upside, I'll tell you that for sure. So that's what I'm kind of looking for at this time. I'm going to delete this. That rising wedge was completely just nullified. But yeah, the 786 was just completely eradicated. It was very weak resistance. Very strong market sentiment overall. As you can see on the 4 hour chart, we did get a 9 and 21 exponential moving cross right around here, and since then the 9 exponential moving average has been acting as support. We are outside of the Bollinger Band, which is a little concerning for me, but what gives me some hope is the 4 hour exponential moving averages. They're going from red to blue. Usually that just indicates that they are now going to be acting as support rather than resistance. I think that's pretty much it. I mean, Doge has been ripping to the upside. I don't know if you guys are Doge fans. On the daily chart, we still have 2 hours to confirm this candle close above the 9 exponential moving averages, but that would be a real nice juicy development because we would then get a confirmation of a cross to the upside. And usually Doge rips to the upside really, really nice. Market sentiment. Funny enough, this is kind of like, no offense, but like for anybody who invests in Doge, but Doge is kind of like the retail investor barometer. If Doge is doing well, usually other assets are doing phenomenal too. So just something I like to oversee and watch at times. I'm a big EGLD fan as well. Big fan of EGLD. And you can kind of tell, but we kind of have an inverse head and shoulders pattern kind of playing out a little bit right here. So that's exciting. I could definitely see EGLD pumping to the upside a little bit. Let me see. That price action would be roughly back all the way up to $59, where it's currently at 46. That's a huge move. That's a huge move. $59 right around here. Yeah, it's about like a 27% pump, so yeah, I'm a big EGLD fan, so I've been dollar cost averaging into this one periodically and during the bear market, so this has been fun. Anywho, I'm going to go back to the tried and true as it stands. Wait, wrong chart, sorry. Okay, there it is. As it stands, we had this descending channel break out, and since then it's been ripping. I'm a little surprised that it didn't backtest this area of support, but I do have this indicator. I have like a whale indicator. That just means a huge buyer came in right here, and since then it's been going up to the upside. So a prominent bull bought right around here, and since then it completely changed the structure of the market in a good way. So very interesting developments. Next strongest resistance line is at 25.3K. But after that, we do have a strong resistance at the psychological level of 30,000. But yeah, we do have some daily and weekly candle resistances at 28.6. But so far, so good. So far, so good. It's looking very promising. Money flow still creating higher highs. Momentum waves creating higher highs as well. Yeah. I mean, if anything, if I were to be looking for pullbacks, it would realistically be it, right? At current junctures, it'd be 22.8. Nowhere near that. But I don't know, just something to keep your eye on, I guess. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. I just want to say thank you so much for your time. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Also, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please do feel free to put them in the comment section below. Also, I'm going to try to do lives. I tried to do them here and there, but I didn't save the videos. I'm going to try to do lives a little bit more. I don't know, maybe we can pick a time or something. We'll see how that goes. But that is definitely in the works. But anyway, take care, have a great one, and yeah, hopefully you collect some sats today. Peace out, bye.